So before we get started, I need to play this. Situated in Peregala, Larson's Loyal Livestock. We've been here for decades, and we've helped many farmers with their cows, cattle, pigs, and even sheep, and even a handful of chickens. All of your animals are down at this animal dealership. We also can supply you with food, and hay, straw, and silage. Not only that, but if you've got some, we'll even buy it from you. So get yourself down to Larson's Loyal Livestock today, register your details, and we'll help you take care of all of your livestock needs. Hello, welcome back to another episode. That quick advertisement was a deal that we made with the local animal dealership. So yeah, here we are, and you will notice we're into October the 1st. We move forward to the next day, hopefully to get some of our productions actually spitting things out. However, weirdly, we have 265 litres of lettuce. Now, I'm not sure what point the lettuce actually spits out, but also the planks are currently storing 2,264 litres. So the goal for this episode, if I can get around this cart. Wow, I did that really smoothly. I'm glad I caught that. So yeah, so the goal for this episode is to make enough money to go and buy the tractor, because we're hopefully then going to be able to use that tractor to do some contracts. We're only going to do the contracts if we own the equipment for it. Yeah, this could be the reason why, because there's 2 pallets out already and there's nowhere for the other pallets to go, because we've got... Okay, so there we go, all the pallets loaded up. And we'll take these to the carpenters, get those sold. So we're at just less than 3,000 at the moment, and I think we said 1,700 altogether. That was for the tractor and for the sprayer. So yeah, if we are going to be doing the fertilisation jobs, then we are going to get the sprayer. Or if there's different jobs, then we will look at doing something else. Maybe the plough, if we can find a cheap enough one that will allow us to do that job. So they ended up actually taking them, which was good. Not sure why they didn't take them in the initial run, maybe I wasn't close enough. So they have taken them, so we're now at 12,000. So not far off being able to buy the tractor. Just whilst we're driving past, we have had another addition to the village, or to the animal dealers anyway. And it's this dairy. So if we ever do cows, we'll be able to sell them milk here. Fair Dairy. So that's really good. That's another point we can potentially look at another production. Okay, so we are back. The lettuce haven't come out yet. We're currently at 275 there. So I'm not sure what stage they come out. I think it used to be 200, and I think that got changed so they wasn't spitting out as many pallets. So this was the tractor we were looking at 13,000. Annoyingly, we're only at 12, so we can't quite buy it yet. We also looked at this sprayer, which will do fertiliser and lime, which is good because I don't think the base ones do. Something else to consider as part of the contracts we could be doing. One of them was ploughing. Now, this is the cheapest plough at 14,000. However, I believe the subsoilers, for example, also count as ploughs. So, for example, we could go for something like this, which is a bit cheaper at 10,000. 130 horsepower needed, so the new tractor would be able to pull that, or even cheaper this one, which is only 3 meters. So there are options to us. I think, as much as this pains me to say it, we might have to do some trees again. So I won't make you watch that. I will do that in the background and come back when I'm actually selling the trees. Okay, here we are, up at the bioplant. Took it down about 3 trees. Got those loaded up. I'm going to hope this is going to be enough to at least allow us to buy the tractor. So let's get this sold. 16,761. And do you know what? That gives us more than enough money to buy the tractor. This is it, our brand new tractor, our first tractor actually. 150 brake horsepower. A little Oliver, an Oliver 1855. 150 brake horsepower. 3-point hitch on the back. Haven't got the front loader on yet. I think that's something we will do. Obviously we've got a lot of pallets and stuff to move. So we'll use the tractor to take the trailer back. This thing has a top speed of 19 miles an hour. Okay, we are back with our new tractor. So we've almost got a full pallet of honey. There's 2 boxes left. And then that'll be full. Yeah, no lettuce has been kicked out yet, but it is still growing. So we've got 300 in storage. I'm not entirely sure at what point it kicks out, maybe 500. Don't think it'll be up to 1,000 now, but I'm sure we'll find out as soon as we get one. So 709 litres for planks. So again, we're not too far off one of those being spat out as well. And if we do look at contracts, there's a cultivating job at 3,000. And which field's that? Field 2. So it would be the biggest field. It's this one, field 2. Cultivator wise, that's a good point. I've not looked at cultivators. So there's this one, which is 12,000. And it does 2.5 meters, so that would take us quite a while to do the field. However, it is a job. We do have something a little close to our price range, which is this one. So it's 2,300. Only does 2 meters, so it's not a huge area. However, it would allow us to do the contracts. There's also this one, but this one's 10 grand, so it's a bit out of our price range at the moment. But it does 3 meters. On the plough front, there is actually this subsoiler, which is 7,520, would allow us to do 3 meter widths. So that's something. So if we took the plough, there's 3 jobs here that we could do with the plough. And again, we could use a subsoiler to plough the fields. But this could be just less than 4,000 here for these jobs. So this one was 7,500. We're at 3,761. The planks aren't far off. I'm not entirely sure how long we're going to have to wait for the first bunch of lettuce. We do have an almost full pallet of honey. It's currently 3 o'clock on the 1st of October. I'm wondering whether we just run out the rest of the day, start again tomorrow. Hopefully by then we'll have some more things to sell and we can make a better decision about what equipment we're going to buy and then what jobs and contracts we can actually take on. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. We will feed Mitzi. There she comes. Good girl, Mitz. So I say we just sit and watch the sunset, and then tomorrow we'll have more of an idea of what's going on. Good morning. So we have some pallets of planks that have been spat out. Jobs wise, it looks like we have still got the cultivating job and there's still 2 of the ploughing jobs. So I'm wondering if the ploughing jobs might be the best option just because of the size of the field that the cultivating job is. We'll be here for a long time with the little tiny cultivator that we can afford. And like I say, we will then own a plough which we can use to make our own fields. Although saying that, it won't be a plough, it would be a subsoiler. So that might be an issue unless I can get one that will allow me to make fields. And I've just taken the planks to the wrong place. It's too early this morning. I keep doing that, taking things to the wrong place. Let's try again. Let's try and get these planks to the actual carpenters instead, which is just down here. So let's have a look. So another 4,726. Okay, so we are back and we're going to load up this honey. Okay, so that's the honey loaded up. I'll pretend that took a while. We're still waiting for our first pallet of lettuce. I'm going to assume it's not far off if it's a 500 litre job. Yep, so it turns out it's a 500 litre job. So these pallets are now 500 litres. And again, it weighs 400 kilograms. So I can't load this up by hand. So I'm going to have to individually unload each one and then put them all back together on the pallet on the truck. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so there's our first honey and our first lettuce ready to go. So let's look at where would be the best price. So the best price for the honey is currently the supermarket, so we'll take that there. For the lettuce, it's only fractionally more to go to the farmer's market or the supermarket, so it might just be easy just to take them both to the supermarket. Okay, so we're just coming on the supermarket now. You're loading the supermarket around the back. $1,552. So we're now at 10,000, which gives us some money to go and buy something to do some of these jobs. I get a feeling it's going to be a ploughing job now, because they're the only two that we could potentially do. I mean, we could do the spraying jobs if we could buy a sprayer, but the spray machine's very expensive, the herbicide's very expensive, so I don't think that would be a good thing to do. I think what we'll do is we'll take both of these on, because it's Fields 4 and Field 5, so they'll be right next to each other, we're hoping. So we'll accept both these contracts, and then we need to buy a plough or a subsoiler. So I think we'll go with this one. So we'll stay with the small shears, keeps it priced down. Let's buy that. So obviously I can't pick this up, so I'll ask the guys in the shop if they'll help me load this up onto the truck, and we'll take this back. What I think I'll do instead is actually drop it off at Field 4, and then the tractor can come pick it up and it can do the job. Yeah, this is Field 4. Quite a good sized field. So this is a ploughing contract on Field 4. I'm on Field 4. I have a subsoiler which says a subsoiler prepares the next field for the next sowing. It can be used instead of a plough. So in theory, I am ploughing this field. We don't have access to this land. So I've done some research, and apparently you can't use subsoilers for plough contracts. It's got to be a plough. So this is pretty much useless. So let's return it and get our money back. Okay, so we got our money back for that. So we're at 10,002 again. Wasted a morning there really. So let's cancel those contracts because apparently we can't do them. We can't do the spraying ones. So we've got 10,000, we've got a tractor, but we can't do anything else with it. 1,500 to put a front loader on. So for 700 that would give us 2,500. How much are pallet forks? 1,700 for a pallet fork. So let's get the pallet fork. And we are £200 short. 200 short. I think that's it for this episode. It wasn't quite as productive in the direction I wanted it to be. I wanted to actually do some contracts, but for some reason it wouldn't allow us. we tried, we failed, but we did try. Being able to sell some of our produce, we've sold some honey, we've sold some lettuce, we've sold lots more planks. We started off the day with selling some wood, so we've done lots of selling, and I believe we've ended up with less money than we had before. However, we bought a tractor, and we've got the front loader for it as well. So I suppose it has been fairly productive. In the next episode, we will see how we can try and be a bit more productive. Let's see if we can work out what's going on with the contracts. And yeah, I suppose I'll see you in the next episode. Time for a cuppa.